This ain't your normal end credit scene. Okay? So listen up. The next video, it's
strange. The new year is upon us, and a lot has changed. Growth. You know, maybe this will all be fine. Where is Tiz, bro? Yo, Tiz!
Christmas is over. Why is there no way home sets here?
Hey man, what says Christmas more than some Spider-Man No Way Home? I thought I'd bring my traditional joy.
We gotta work on the next review. I want to do more Sonic. But you know we gotta do another Spider-Man video.
Let's just do a Sonic video when all this is over.
Yeah. Yeah, we have to. To start the new year. We are going to be taking a look at one of the greatest Spider-Man action figures.
No toddy.
But before we do that, let's make it one thing clear. This is not a McFarlane product.
No toddy Mac here.
We're gonna get into this review. Right, Spam?
Well, it seems I've ran too fast, and I've gotten myself in quite the pickle with this one. So, I don't even know where I should go from here. Maybe if I run fast enough, the video will start. Let me work on my superhero pose. How does he do it? How does he stand here until the thing starts? I'm already at full health. Well, it's not looking like I'm going anywhere. It looks like I'm stuck in this little space. I don't know where I'm going to go from here. How does Spider-Man start the menu? How does he do it? Just click start already. Just click start. Toybiz was on a kick in the early 2000s. They made a lot of cool collector figure sets, which I bet were very well priced at the time. But in the year 2004, this little spicy set dropped, which released an assortment of Spider-Man villains, the Sinister 6 Spider-Man set. It's actually probably one of my more favorite sets of the Toybiz box sets. I don't own most of these though, unfortunately, but I do have Venom, which I could show later on with the Spider-Man. But in today's little saga episode, we will be taking a closer look at the Sinister 6 Spider-Man figure from the Toybiz 2004 box set.
Spider sense tingling. Something's going on here.
The Sinister 6 Spider-Man figure is jam-packed with a lot of detail. It's got all kinds of shading of black within every little tiny crevice and texture on this figure. The reds and blues, like everywhere. And his head, in my honest opinion, the art style that they could have based this on, to me, looks most like John Romita Jr.'s early Spider-Man art. But on the back of the box, it's Ultimate Spider-Man. Don't know why, but I would say this is a valid Romita Jr. art style head. Definitely Romita Jr. It's simply incredible how much detail they packed into this thing, especially with all the finger articulation and, oh man, toe articulation. Yep. They got all the shading in the ankles, and mine's got a little bit of blue on the foot, but hey, ignore that. There's a bunch of shading, dude. Like, it brings out all the sculpt work, like this beautiful sculpted figure. And can we talk about that back spider? That is a amazing back spider. They did good choosing the spider logos on this figure.
I'm already at full health.
Well, Spidey, do you need this?
I'm already at full health.
Well, that's too bad.
I'm already at full health. Ah, the old trusty Spidey armor. I'm already at full health. I'm already at full health.
And with a little bit of magic, hot water, and another figure, I managed to make the best McFarlane Spider-Man. Because, well, I really don't want to talk about it, so we will be talking about how I made this. But I also want to note, I actually don't have the web wings for this. I totally forgot it has web wings and a base, which, yeah, it's whatever. But man, I think this head to me really enhances the figure. Because, man, I didn't have to repaint it or anything. I mean, I might have to repaint the eye and fix the scratch marks on mine, but that is just my head sculpt. Because the reds match. The reds match perfectly, and it's sculpted in. So it, like, works. It's like the perfect storm. It's the perfect kit bash. Because it's not really custom. Well, I guess it is, because I did actually do some things. So I will get into how I did that. But, man, good lordy lord, look at you. Knowing me, though, I'm pretty content without having it, and that is the base. Now let's go over the articulation of this very figure.
Pressing and holding the jump button while in the air will allow me to swing to the next building.
I think I've said this guy is jam-packed with articulation. My figure's quite loose, so you'll see that the head can go pretty far up and the neck just falls, but you get a lot of head movement and you can really make him look up. The original figure, once I, modded it, it couldn't look up as much. As you can see, the peg is a little different. I'll show more pictures of the process and how it looked throughout. But, yeah, the neck is very loose, so it, I also had to mod the peg a little bit. So now it goes up and down a little bit more. But, yeah, head movement is pretty good. You got a lot of shoulder and upper chest movement here, especially with the butterfly. There's like 3 pieces of butterfly articulation. There's like one in the body, there's that one, and then the shoulder, the bicep, and yeah, double jointed, and wrist, hand, and fingers, and mine is messed up, but hey, it was fixed, don't worry. But yeah, he's got so much just in the arms, and the chest, he's got an ab crunch, and a waist swivel, and that goes all the way around. And he's got ball hips, which obviously because it's Toybiz, this is an older figure. He's got a calf swivel. He can move at the foot, at the ankle, and he's got toe articulation. Yes, that's right. And the year on it, it says down here 2004. So, yep, made in 2004, same year as the glorious Spider-Man 2 movie. I'd also like to point out that this figure shares the same exact body mold as the Snapshot Spider-Man figure, just different texturing. I do want to quickly talk about this figure because it is really sick. Other than the texturing of the blue, it's the same figure. I like how on the Snapshot it's a lot smoother and it's a lot brighter. I definitely think this one has some cool features about it that the one that we are currently looking at doesn't have. One notable thing is that he comes with some pretty cool pictures, a mini camera, and a base. And also, he does not come with web wings or a stand, so there's that. The accessories definitely are cooler with this figure as well, compared to the Sinister 6 Spider-Man. The head sculpt on the Snapshot Spider-Man to me looks most like Delato's art. I don't know, I kind of get the vibe of Delato, but it might be more so Ramita Sr. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Colors-wise, it's hard to tell with Delato, but I feel like it's more so leaning towards Ramita Sr. I think.
My Spidey compass will help me find the bank.
Alright, so here's the current status of my Sinister 6 Spider-Man. He now has a removable head. And yeah.
I still really like this head sculpt. I don't get me wrong, I love it. But I love giving the option to figures that don't normally have removable heads the option to do it. It just kind of helps add to the extra personality you can give to your Spider-Man figure. Although, because of the pegs, Toybiz just wasn't built like that, and they wouldn't let you. It's like they took a straight stick peg, put a mushroom shape on it, but made it so hard and to the point where it's impossible to take it off a tiny, tiny hole of a head. Because all their heads have extremely small holes, even the ones with the giant mushroom pegs. It's like, bro, that's insane. But as you can see, I shaved it down pretty good, and now I can put this guy's head on, just like that. And I shaved mine a little too thin, because I have to put a small, tiny, like, barely a little bit of tack in his head to keep it on. But, hey man, the Sinister 6 head is fine, it doesn't need tack. However, this head I have to put a little tack in, but it's all good. He's a little loose. But I mean, it's really simple. All you do is get some heated up water, put it in a cup, put it in your microwave for however long, and then you just stick the head in for a certain amount of time, and you just carefully pull it. I know people have broken the peg on this figure, so just be very careful if you ever do try this. I would say if you do remove the head, you might as well just mod the peg, because why the hell would you want to put the head back on and not be able to take it off again? I don't know. Doesn't ruin the figure for me, but if it does to you, I understand. But this is the custom, and the head that this came from, the figure, it's a Sneak Attack Spider-Man from Toybiz. Very niche figure.
Nice detailing, gumwood, I like it.
Here it is. And as you see, look at that mushroom peg. It is like obnoxious.
When taking the head off, you just have to be extremely, extremely careful. Look at that peg. It is horrific. Horrific. But hey, I modded the neck, and the peg actually goes all the way down. So I can get him to look all the way down if I need to. And then there's that little sorry ass right there. Look at him with his little tag on him because he's from a comic shop. So I got him for like 14 bucks. But side by side, there's your heads. And yeah, like they match. The paint matches pretty well. It's very weird. Look how bright the camera is, and it picks them up. You can see how well the paint's matching them. And that's how small the hole is. So imagine that giant peg trying to fit in that small hole. It's just not going to work. So there's this little guy right here. Fortunately, when I shaved the peg, made it a little too skinny, but it still fits. It's around the same size. So the only thing you really could do with this figure is turn into a black custom Spider-Man, or see, now I'm just having fun with this figure straight up. Like, here's Venom over here surfing the web.
Here it is, the records room.
Surf the web, surf the web.
Shut up, Brock, we don't have time.
Parker.
Great, make more noise.
Hey, you made it.
I definitely have a soft spot for certain artist styles, Spider-Man designs, when it comes to certain characters. He's buff as shit. Now, comparatively to this and the McFarlane statues, I gotta say,
Peter! You have to stop him!
already just having this figure, this might be one of the figures I've shot the most already. Just having it, like, at least in a short amount of time. Like, I've taken so many pictures of this figure. I'm gonna put a really long gallery at the end of this, but yeah, I've just been having a lot of fun with this figure, and just being able to have the ability to use whatever head you really want to on this figure now. It just kind of adds to it, because this body mold is just such a posable and such an easy figure to pose. I mean, it is a really complicated mold. Like, there's so much articulation into it. Like, 3 points with the butterfly is just crazy. Just so much back detailing, and it's just such a beautiful figure, dude. It really is. It's just so photogenic, and yeah, I've just been having a lot of fun with it. And speaking of fun, well, I suppose it is time we get into our photo gallery. It's time. Alright, so I guess we should do a size comparison, but I'm too busy shredding, so I think I don't think I will. I think I'm gonna skip out on this size comparison. What do you think?
No, you're not.
Alright, well, here he is next to the Toybiz Sinister 6 Venom. He looks great, obviously. #1 villain. Here he is next to the SDCC Marvel Legends Stan Lee. And they're roughly about the same size, like, it's a little surprising, because this guy's a little buff. Still within Toybiz, we got the superposable Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 2 2004 figure. And then we got the, yeah, Hasbro Toby, and yeah. Oh, there he is, the King, PERFECT Spider-Man, and Yamaguchi Spider-Man, and the animated new Spider-Man, and a Hasbro Willem Dafoe goblin. And I would say this Spider-Man scales pretty well with most figures. Even new Hasbro stuff, I've taken pictures of him with, and he looks good.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging.
Are we gonna surf the web? No? Okay. Okay.